Hey guys, it's Jay.
And Kat.
And Terence.
Before the Titan review, we gotta get something out of the way. What is it, Terence?
We just opened a Patreon page. Guys, link in the underbar. Thank you for considering us. Check it out and prepare for Titanfall.
Hi, my name's Jay.
And I'm Kat.
And today, we're reviewing...
Titanfall!
And, as a special bonus, a little unboxing. Ready? This is the limited edition Titanfall controller for the Xbox One. This was just sent to me. Thank you, Microsoft. You guys are awesome for that. Here it is. It's very, very fancy. Basically, same controller, just has a nice decal design on it. So if you're a Titanfall fan, highly suggest it. If you're not, then don't worry, you don't need to buy this. It's just something cool to have with the game if you're really into it. So, let's get into the review.
This game is, of course, a first-person shooter, and it is a multiplayer game. Only multiplayer, just online. I was a little bit nervous about that personally, but it ended up being awesome. I don't usually like shooter games. I love this game. I lost track of time, went to bed way too late for work multiple times. It is awesome. I love it. This takes place on a war-torn planet, and it is 6-on-6 or 12 players all together, and you are either pilots or mechs. So the pilots, that's where you're regular first-person shooter. You're running around, you can run up walls, there's parkour type stuff in it. Or, the best part in my mind, you can also be in a Titan. So you call down your Titan, it comes down, oh, it's so cool, you have to wait for it to be ready, but it's totally worth the wait. And then you hop in it, and there's a plethora of different animations for how you get in it, which is super cool as well. And then you have these huge guns, and they're actually extremely agile, and there's
guns.
different... And there's a bunch of different kinds of Titans as well that you unlock as you go along, so that's also fantastic.
Now, I gotta point something out. You, as a gamer, this is not the type of game you usually really get into, but I was like, I wonder if the mechs will grab a hold of Kat. And when I showed her, she was like, oh, it's like Mirror's Edge, running around, jumping, it's fun, yay, and she was having fun. Then I was like, get in that mech, get in the Titan there. And she got in it, and she was like, ah, and she, not making this up, came first, like her 4th time in, and beat everybody and got the high score. And it was insane to watch her. She's like shooting, killing people, blowing up mechs.
I like being secretive when I'm a pilot waiting for my mech and just like sniping people off and finding really good locations. But then when you get in your Titan, you also have this really cool shield. And so you use this special shield that shows up in front of you, and it gets all the ammo that's coming at you, and then it turns it around and you can fire it back at the dude.
Yeah.
Ah, it was so cool. And you would think that the mech would not be agile at all, but it has these sort of rush moments where you can press a button and make it rush forward or rush back or side to side, so you can also avoid fire in that way.
One thing I'm going to bring up is gameplay. In terms of how this game actually controls, right away you'll notice it's a first-person shooter and it plays a lot like Call of Duty, but as you play, you start to realize the parkour is a bigger aspect to the game, and if you don't use that, then it's almost like you're just playing Call of Duty with the mechs, but then you get into the mechs, and it's a whole different game again. Then you start to realize you can actually jump off of walls, like parkour, like Mirror's Edge, and it just brings this whole dynamic to the Call of Duty tried and tested gameplay elements, but it takes it to a different level, and that's why this game is getting such high reviews all over the place. It's because people are so sick of first-person shooters.
Yeah. And
this brings the parkour and the mechs, and it's not just gimmicks.
So not only is it a multiplayer game, but on top of that, it also has a reasonable story in it. I mean, it's not an epic story, but there are some really epic moments. You start out as someone who works for the Interstellar Manufacturing Corporation, and then after you play through that, you play basically the same story again as a militia person. So you get to see the story from both sides, which is really cool, and there's different characters in that, unplayable characters, who are in it talking to you. There's character chatter while you're going through it, and there's like a pretty epic ending as well. I didn't see it being that intense at the end, and I was impressed by it. However, that's not why this game is awesome.
No, you could literally chop the campaign off and you wouldn't even notice it was gone. Let's be honest.
I
feel that way.
Though. It made
you
me
liked
feel...
having it because you got attached to the game a little bit. I didn't really. The thing is, I love the world. I love everything in it, but
all the maps were really great. I like that one where there's those big dinosaur things around.
It was the maps are amazing and everything else is well designed. That's what this game shines with. The developers obviously know how to make a first-person shooter, but they took it to another level with the Titans. Then they're like, well, let's just add parkour to it as well. And it does things like the game Brink should have done. In Titanfall, you have a campaign mode, which is basically online multiplayer, but a story's injected into it. It's kind of neat. I'll get into my final thoughts with that. But you have classic mode, which allows you to play 6 game types. What are they?
We have Attrition, and that is killing anything on the enemy team to earn points towards victory.
Yeah.
There's the last Titan standing. Everyone starts with a Titan. Eliminate all of the enemy's team's Titans to win. But be careful, there is absolutely no respawning in this.
Oh no. What's next?
Hard points. So you capture and hold the 3 hard points in the map for your team to earn points. And the more hard points that you can hold, the faster you can win. This was my personal favorite. I loved hard points. It was so much fun. And I would just like find awesome places to snipe people off, and they were trying to get awesome.
You were honestly really good at it, because you'd get in a Titan, kill a Titan, then you jump out, kill the operator of that Titan, then you take a hard point, and then you'd see another Titan get in it or jump on top of it, take it out. You were crazy.
It was awesome. That was my jam. There's also Capture the Flag, which is exactly what it sounds like. We all know what Capture the Flag is.
Yeah, what's last?
Finally, there is Pilot Hunter. So hunt or be hunted. Kill the enemy's team's pilots to reach the score limit and win. So before you start, you have the different loadouts that you can choose, and as you go along, more things unlock and you're able to upgrade as you go. So you have a variety of pilot loadouts, and you have a variety of Titan loadouts. The Titans have different models. So there's Atlas, which is the first one you get. Then there's Ogre, he's sort of like very tank-like. And then there's Strider, who's very thin and he can be a little bit more agile. So it's cool depending on how you like to play. I like having the person that's kind of in the middle, but that's just me. I enjoy that style the best.
You do like being in the middle. You do?
No, I don't.
You've been in the middle on 3KB for 4 years.
You're right, I have been in the middle. It's sad for
You're
me.
the Oreo icing.
You can also choose burnout cards, and as you're going along, there's 3 different slots that open up depending what level you get to. And then you fill those burn cards. So every time you die, you can use a burn card, and you can choose which burn cards you want to have at your fingertips, and then get something new with a loadout.
So they're kind of like perks. Perks that we've seen in other games, but they're called burn cards, sorry. I messed that line up. I'm fired.
And within the game, there's also a bunch of AI bots running around. They're a little bit easier kills, but it's still fun to have them around too. Oh my god, the best kills, I have to say, the 2 best kills in this game have to be when someone snaps your neck from behind. I'm always so impressed that they did that. And 2, when a mech is doomed, you can walk up to it and melee it and rip the pilot right out of it. You just rip it right out of him. Oh, it's so badass.
Calm down. Then you throw them, and if you're the pilot that was just thrown, your screen goes like, whoa, and you're like, it's so ridiculous at times, and everyone's saying that it is, and unless you've played it, you don't know, and it's just, you play it, and that happens, and you're like, oh my god, I'm excited. Kat, what do you give it out of 10?
I give this game a 9.5. I thought it was fantastic. It looked beautiful. It was really exciting. I loved all the different loadouts and the different things that you could change in them. There were just so many different aspects of it that you could change depending on your style. I thought the maps were great. Having Titans was so cool. Having all that parkour in it. The reason it loses points is because I do wish that there was maybe a half a point, that there was a little bit of a story, a little more of a story. There was a bit of a story and it was cool and I liked it, but I kind of wanted more, because just when the story ended, I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. This story's great. Can't wait to see what happens next. And then I was on the other side and I was like, oh, that was it. Okay. But other than that, I can only let it lose a 0.5 because it was friggin' awesome. I love this game. I will be continuing to play this. And they also have these awesome things, challenges. So it'll be like riding on the backs of giants, and you have to ride on a Titan for, I don't know, that's 500 miles or whatever it is, something more reasonable than that probably. And each time you finish, it tells you how far you've gotten on each of them and which ones you're close to getting. And that made me just want to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing forever, because I kept seeing them getting really close to being filled and being like, oh, okay, I'm going to try to do that, or I'm going to try to use that gun, or I'm going to try to ride on the back of that guy, or I'm going to try to take that Titan out by jumping on him and then ripping that piece off and then shooting him in the head. Woo! So much fun. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts on the game, there's a lot to be said about this game, but I'm going to make it short and sweet. I give it a 9 out of 10, not 9.5. I don't know why you thought it was a 9.5, but it is definitely a 9 out of 10 on my side. Some of the things I really don't like about the game would be, story mode is not there for me. It's not even existing. I mean, I play it, but it feels like I'm just playing online multiplayer, and it's kind of a bit confusing because there's a story and you lose, but then you continue on.
Yeah,
it's
that
confusing.
doesn't really make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me. I like what they tried to do, but I really hope for the next game they either have an actual campaign where you can walk around and shoot and go through levels, or they just chop it off and make tons of different game types because, you know...
Or just more story. Just even a longer story would make me happier.
For you, but me, not so much. And then second of all, I just wish there was better music. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but...
It's the music, the same guy who does Call of Duty. It's the same guy.
Yeah, and I'm not impressed by that either. I mean, there's scores out there in video games that really take it to other levels. And you would think in this game it's next gen, there's giant mechs and stuff. I was kind of hoping for a more industrial score with like score music, and we just didn't really get that. I mean, the opening scene is interesting and has decent music, but you literally hear it and forget about it and never hear it again.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be cool if there's some kind of theme music, like you knew, like, ooh, that's Titanfall.
Kind
that
of,
would be cool.
Imagine,
I didn't mind it though.
Imagine when you got on the mechs.
Exciting.
No, I don't think so. When you got on the mechs, and imagine music with strings came on, it was all epic, and you're shooting them and jumping, and you know that it would be even crazier. So music, not even there. I didn't hear anything. And then lastly, this whole 6-on-6 thing with the bots that are in the game with you. At times, the bots are so stupid. Just stupid. They just run, and you'll never see them on rooftops. You'll never see them jumping. They're just on the ground. And
they're just
I
supposed
understand.
to be stupid AI. They're supposed to be easy kills.
I know
what they're
that,
supposed to be.
but they're just like mosquitoes, like I said before, and you just want to swat them away. And you know, it's just there. And I wish it was real
More
humans.
things to kill.
I wish there was like a limit on Titans, so maybe only 6 per team. But maybe instead of just 6 humans, there was like 12 or 24 on each side, and only 6 mechs on each side.
If you guys have played, comment below. Let us know if you think that's a good call.
I don't know. Those are my 3. But some of the amazing things here. There's something called an epilogue. So after one of the matches, you actually have to get to an escape ship if you've lost that mission.
Evacuate.
And if you don't evacuate, you don't get those points. On the other side of the coin, the team that has won has to take down the escape ship. And I found that to be so interesting because at the end of a Call of Duty match, it's over. I lost. Oh God. In this, it redeems it by letting you get some extra points. And you get that feeling like, oh, I did do it. I got away. I'm psyched for the next match.
Yeah, it goes to the warp and you're like, yeah, it didn't blow up.
Exactly. And it's not like you're sitting back going, ah, damn it. Like, I lost. This sucks crap. You either get to the escape ship and get out of there or you get killed. Every match I played at the end, I was so excited to either blow up that ship or get on that ship. So that ability in this game is awesome. I love it. Obviously, last but not least, in the good side here, the Titans make this game. The parkour,
they're so good.
Parkour is amazing. Don't get me wrong. If you don't use the parkour, you will not be the best at this game. Best players use parkour. In saying that though, the Titans are unbelievably fun. The fact that you can just kind of hold it like a leash and bring it around and it protects you is
it's
silly.
guard and follow mode.
It's ridiculous. So if you're at a doorway, you just set it on guard mode and it literally will stand at the door and just shoot anything that comes by. And it's like, this is amazing. Like, this is fun. So if you're with a team of people, you can go into a building like a hard point and set mechs outside and just sit there and wait, and it's just fun. It's unbelievable. So yeah, 9 out of 10. I'm really, really excited for the future of this franchise. We love you, so thank you for following us on the Twitter, the Facebook. Thanks to our sponsors, ANC Games, Chop Shop Goods, and last but not least, thank you for this controller. I'm gonna go use the hell out of it while I play Titanfall.
Let's go.